A warm welcome to the Trading Mentors, guys, and this is Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. This is the daily video analysis for the 3rd of May. Of course, we're waiting for the non-farm payroll on Friday. So is everybody else across the world. So hence the market's just pretty much going sideways. But there are some interesting trades that are not US dollar or yen trades. So they're the ones to look out for in the next few hours. Before I go into those, what I am going to do, I've just sent a software update for those who've got Advanced Pro charts, because it's important to keep up to date with technology, and that will help you improve your performance and emulate my charts as well. So this is the DXY 101.48, not going anywhere. Tried to break out, didn't it? But it didn't want to go any further to 102.63. Now it's hitting an order block. So the DXY is waiting for non-farm payroll as well. So just like we all are. As I said, I've just updated the software. And for those who've got it, you'll understand exactly what I mean. But this is the yen futures in no man's land. Whenever we see the price in between these two lines, then that's what we call no man's land. This is consolidation, so therefore is non-tradable. Okay, whenever we get a break of both of these 50-day moving averages, then of course there's likely to be a big move. And as we can see here, the price is in between those two moving averages. Once it breaks both, there's a big move. Once it breaks both, there's a big move, and so on. So yen, we won't be trading yen until it breaks cover. Swiss franc futures. We have a little bit of a quandary, don't we? Because the trade was going short below the both moving averages, which is fantastic. We did have a strong move up before, as it breaks above the moving averages. That's your entry point. And we had a breakdown below as well. So we don't trade this, of course, but we use this as correlation for the Swiss pairs, particularly the pound Swiss. For me, I don't like the euro Swiss. But we can see now this is hitting an order block now. So the sellers will be stepping in. Well, they'll be stepping in, or the price will break further, because we got a wave 4 formation. And the price has broken above the 50-day moving average on both counts. So it now needs to make its mind up. So in the meantime, we just simply cannot trade any Swiss pairs. On to the indices. Of course, I know they're going to be all sideways, and they are. Of course, everyone's waiting for that news. Nonetheless, it's worth having a look. And here's the US 30 Dow Jones Index. We got a wave 5 formation, and we're expecting a head and shoulders formation, which will be coincide with the wave B. So we've got A, B, and then a C. We don't have that formation yet. It will form probably after Friday. If you're short the FTSE 100, well, there it is. In profit and moving down and heading for 7,600. Congratulations to everybody who's got the old software. You've done an amazing job. Well done. And you've made a lot of money. That's fantastic. Thanks for your feedback. We had a sell below the 50-day moving average. It broke both lines and into an ABC pattern, which is perfect. That's what we want to see. Went back up to the resistance line and then broke down. Heading for, your target is 66. Call it $67. Gold broke structure yesterday, as you know, and moved a lot more than we expected, but nonetheless, good opportunity to buy if you've got the gold software. Now it's consolidating, and I'm going to go over this in a little bit of detail. I've done this in the software update to explain what happens during a range-bound formation, so that you can actually trade that in a little bit of detail in the next few minutes using the gold software. But in the meantime, we've got consolidation, and so therefore we will have to wait for the break on the software. So if you haven't got the software, you need to get it today, because otherwise you're going to miss the next move to 2028. I posted this into the VIP room yesterday. We had a push up. This hit our target 136.95. Congratulations. And we had a sell signal on an order block. That's quite a common thing, guys, especially these order blocks here. I've updated the software, so if you haven't got it, then let me know. This is highly accurate, much better than the ones we've been using in the past. So have a look at that. Then you get a minute and we'll go through it. But sold here as it broke down 137, currently 135.37, so 180 pips is that. So target is 134.58. Even though the DXY is mixed, it's actually pushing down, which is helping the Kiwi, the New Zealand US dollar. So we had a pattern which was quite unusual. The correlation wasn't there. The DXY was actually moving up at the time, but this was actually going up, which is quite unusual. But nonetheless, all the conditions were met. It hit the buy zone. We had a buy signal, moved above both moving averages, and target 62.90. New Zealand yen, well, this is the yen pushing up, as I said earlier, but will probably roll over in the next couple of days. And once the yen confirms a trend, up or down, we don't mind, then there's going to be some bigger moves. In the meantime, I've gone for a short move here. Again, sell on the order block to coincide with the institutions, because that's what they do. And if you can trade with the institutions, you'll be doing really, really well. And these are institutional order blocks. So, a short profit, 118 pips is all I'm looking for, down to the 50-day moving average. But hey, better than nothing. The other yens aren't doing much at the moment. This is red hot, guys. This does not get affected by non-farm payroll. So this is pound Aussie. Okay, so let me explain. We've got a wave 5 formation, a breakdown of both moving averages, which is highly significant in terms of shorts. Now coming up to this trend line, resistance area, and hitting this 50-day moving average as well. So this is convergence. We don't talk about that very much, but convergence is a great thing to. So I just looked at my phone there. Just a message. Conversion we don't talk about very often, but nonetheless, this is a great trade once it comes in. What I'm waiting for is the breakdown of both moving averages and a sell signal, and that will head for 185.13, as you can see. Now, this won't be a big profit, a couple hundred pips maybe, but the risk reward is going to be enormous. So you can load the boat on this one. So keep an eye on that pound Aussie. It's probably the only one this week that's worth looking at until we get the non-farm payroll figures on Friday at 1:30 UK time. Now I'll be there sitting, waiting. I won't be trading live at 1:30. I'll wait for the markets to settle down, but then I'll be in and hopefully we'll get some nice moves. So one thing I want to talk about is range-bound markets so that you can benefit and make money. Okay, so I've got a couple of things here. Now I've just updated the software, so hopefully you've got that for those who've got the Advanced Pro charts. If you haven't got them, come on guys. This is the gold software, by the way. But when we have a range, now whenever we see the price moving in between these 50-day moving averages, they're different settings, but 50-day moving averages, then this is consolidation. Okay, there is no trend going on. Once it breaks both, then of course we have a break of structure as we call it, and therefore there's a good chance of the price moving up to the next order block, in this case 2041. So this was this morning, London Open, 5 o'clock this morning, UK time, so I wasn't there then, but nonetheless, as you wake up, the order block on this 15-minute chart would have been drawn automatically on your chart. Okay, so this is not going up. If it does break this and goes up, then of course we've got another trend to the upside. But how do you use this? Well, at this point here, when it's moving and making higher highs, it won't be there. But as it moves down, it will paint this order block in live as you speak. So it will give you the selling opportunity here. And what I do on my MT4 chart, I'll go into my 5-minute chart and I will look for a negative candlestick. Let me show you. So this is the 5-minute chart, and for those people who have gone for gold on steroids, you'll know exactly what these rules are. But as it hits the order block on the 15-minute chart, while the price is range bound, that's really, really important. You can't have a trend in place. If you've got a trend in place, you're going to use the gold software for that, and that's really, really important. So as I've drawn a line here, which was at 2018, which was the order block on the 15-minute chart on the trading view chart. So as the price came up, notice this stochastic here into the sell zone, okay, and the CCI as well into the sell zone. Overbought, extremely overbought, and very, very highly likely to fall. Now, of course, you don't know that at the time. As the price is moving and all green, then of course it can go up as much as it likes. What you're waiting for is for a red candle, an inside bar, a negative bar, and therefore that is your entry. You're going to have a very tight stop, 20 pips for 40 pips, 2 to 1, but nonetheless it would know, you know, you have a 2018 to 2020, which is right up here, and a 4 pip target from 28 to 2014, which would have got hit within about half an hour or so. So, and it's set and go as well, so you don't need to watch it. Once you've set it, that's it. Walk away and then come back later on and see what's happened, whether you've made a lot of money or you've lost a little bit. So a great way to trade. Have a great evening, guys. Any questions, come back to me.